leftover French toast fruit panzanella salad with a vanilla yogurt honey dressing. It's like an inverse French toast plate. You know, it's like instead of French toast garnished with fruit, it's fruit salad garnished with French toast. Hey everyone, it's Kenji. I'm going to make a fruit panzanella salad. So this idea was my production manager, Lena. The other day we were making this caramelized French toast, which you can find the video for, and she said, hey, you know that leftover French toast, I bet that would make real nice croutons in a fruit salad. And I said, oh yeah, like what about if we were to macerate the fruit so we get some of the juices out, and we do it almost like a panzanella salad. It sounded like a good idea, and so I'm gonna try it out. So this is leftover French toast I made the other day. It's sourdough bread that you soak in a real basic milk and egg custard, and then you dip it in you coat it in a cinnamon sugar mixture. So the sugar and cinnamon don't go directly into the batter. They are coated on the outside of the bread, and then you fry it in butter. And so you end up with a sort of firm caramel crust on the outside that's crunchy, almost the way a creme brulee top is, you know, so sweet and a little bit bitter because it's, you cook it until it's nice and dark. And so sourdough, I tried this, by the way. I tried it with regular supermarket bread. The French toast tastes good, but it doesn't work so well in a fruit salad because the bread gets a little too soft. So it is important to use a hearty bread like a sourdough. All right, so in here I've got some fresh summer berries. There's strawberries, blueberries. I mean, we're not in summer yet, so these are probably coming from South America, but strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. We're not quite in berry season here yet in the Pacific Northwest. Although when we are in berry season, it doesn't get better than berry season here. I think we were saying like 23 different types of native berries. So I'm going to make this fruit salad in a way that's sort of similar to the way I made a fruit salad on my recipe before. I'll share that. Instead of just serving the fruit on its own, we're going to dress it the way you would dress a regular salad. So I'm starting with a little bit of yogurt here. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of olive oil in this one too. The fancy olive oil. Let's do a touch of vanilla extract. And a little touch of honey. Just a little bit. There you go. I'm gonna mix that all up. In my previous recipe, I used some lemon zest, but I'm gonna do some tangerine zest in this one because I've got a tangerine here, and I think it'll make a nice addition to this flavor, to this berry salad. So some of the zest, and we'll also do some of the juice. Okay. All right, and that's going to become the dressing for the salad. A real thin, light dressing. So the idea is that it's just kind of going to glaze the fruit. It's not going to add a ton of liquid. It's just going to be a real light glaze. Now, let me throw some mango in there, actually. This is not the world's greatest mango, but I think it'll be okay in a dressed setting. I don't think you'd ever expect to get the world's greatest mango in spring in Seattle. What can you get the world's greatest of spring in Seattle? You can get some of the world's greatest weather, I think. Seattle spring weather is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. Seattle summers are gorgeous too. You get some of the world's greatest casual kayaking. Certainly some of the world's greatest teriyaki. Chicken teriyaki can be found in Seattle year-round, not just spring. All right, so let's get this dressing in there. I think that looks beautiful. And then I already cut up one of these pieces into croutons, but let's cut the other one. Actually, that's probably a little too much. Is it? Let's start with those mixed in. And I could use the rest to garnish. Oh, let me get some mint in there also. I don't know, mint, you know, for some reason became sort of the de facto dessert, dessert herb. Although I don't really know why. I don't think it particularly goes well with, say, I don't know, chocolate. But it does go nicely with fruit. If you didn't want to do mint, this would be really tasty with rosemary. It'd be really good with tarragon. Really good with basil. Excellent with shiso. Yeah, don't try and think beyond the mint when it comes to sweet applications. Fennel fronds would be good. Anise hyssop would be really great. Thyme would even be really good. All right, we'll let the oh, that's not a bad mango at all, actually. We'll let the bread soak in just a little bit of those juices. Then over here, I'm gonna take some more of this yogurt. Let's just do a little base for our salad to sit in. Another little drizzle of olive oil on there. Let's get our salad in there. All right, let's finish it off with a final little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Another tiny little drizzle of honey. And some final little sprigs of mint. How does this look to you? I think it looks excellent. All right. Love it. Good idea, Lena. It's like an inverse French toast plate. You know, it's like instead of French toast garnished with fruit, it's fruit salad garnished with French toast. Leftover French toast, fruit panzanella salad with a vanilla yogurt honey dressing. All right, guys, gals, non-binary, I'll see you later.